Hello, good morning. Welcome, MouseHunt. Feedback Friday for whatever day it's in March. I think it's the 24th. 24th of March 2017. Hope everyone in the chat's doing well. It's a little bit of a cool, rainy day here in Toronto, but we're all nestled into the office here. Hello in the chat. Hello, hello. Good morning to you as well. Hello. Where are my glasses? Whoa! I was almost knocking over my coffee with them. They're over here. We'll see. I can read for the moment anyway. Good afternoon. Hello. Good evening. Good afternoon. Good morning. Wherever you are in the world. Well, today we're gonna go over a couple little things. Have a feedback question we'll start up with. Behind the scenes, we'll cover a little update to the Harbour that's coming in the not too distant future for initiate level hunters. We've overhauled the adventure, just kind of a small little thing, as well as the spring egg hunt. We'll do a little bit of a teaser for the spring egg hunt, and finally, as always, trivia with Larry. And if anyone in the chat gets the answer correct, there will be rewards for all. We'll start off with the feedback question for today. And where is that? And that has to do with areas and how they work, sort of how you progress through them. So hopefully this isn't too abstract of a question, but how do you find areas with unique mechanics more interesting than purely loot-based areas? So you can kind of think of the contrast between the fungal cavern and the labyrinth. The fungal cavern has pure loot drops to create sort of tiers of mice, and that's how you progress towards more rewarding mice, whereas the labyrinth has its own unique thing going. Yes. Unique mechanics, definitely more interesting. A mix of both, yeah. You can elaborate on a mix of both. Do you like to see some areas that are just purely loot, or do you like a little bit of both in an area as well, where maybe you're doing a phase? Fort Rocks, actually, that's a good example. At the beginning of Fort Rocks, you're collecting meteorite pieces, and that's kind of a lot of just loot collection, chilling out, not too much going on. And then when you go to defend the fort, there's a little bit more going on. You're moving forward. At some point, you may want to switch from Shadow to Arcane. Both in the same area, yeah. More toward unique mechanics. Or you can think of like the King's Gauntlet. That's another classic loot-based area where you collect loot, and when you have enough of that loot, you can move to the next phase of it. Yeah, TSX says it is. Fort Rocks is a good example. Yeah, that's a good example of there being a little bit of both. If you're going to be away for a while, you could just chill out during the day, collect meteorite pieces. That's kind of a nice passive activity. Yeah, KDM, that's a good point. You never get bored with unique mechanics. Yeah. Feels less grindy. All right, well, I'm getting a good sense of a mix of both. I'll write down some answers here for the summary. As always, I post a summary in the tavern section after the stream. For example, Fort Rocks. Meteorites during the day, but have a unique mechanic during the night. Yeah, loot-based areas just feel really grindy. I would agree. They're nice to sort of, you can kind of relax. There's not too much going on. You don't have to worry about your setup. And obviously going too far on the extreme where you're constantly having to check back in too often, and that's more of sort of active versus passive. I think we can do unique mechanic areas that still don't require you to be overly active. Because MouseHunt is sort of just one tier above an idling game, if that genre came into existence not too long ago. Where you really are just kind of hanging out and you come back and check on things and make a few adjustments here and there, but you don't actively sit and play it. The amount of attention in Zugzwang's tower is worse. No, that's not too much. I guess there is a little bit of micromanagement going on. If you're really trying to do like a double run or something really elaborate, you're going to have to switch the pawn pinchers, keep a closer eye on your setup. Yeah, the fiery warpath again is a bit of a mix of that, where you can be. There's times you can be active and take advantage of the streaking mechanic. We're streaking, but other times you can just hang out and you'll still just slowly progress towards the end. So it's almost like an optimization where you can be totally passive. It's all loot based, sort of just hunt mice, go forward. But if you take advantage of the unique mechanics, you'll go a little bit faster. So I guess it's more positive reinforcement than sort of you're not at a disadvantage, you're at an advantage when you take advantage of the mechanic. Yeah, Sunken City is another good example. Suzanne hasn't done the fungal cavern, no opinion, but Sunken City trying to collect sand dollars, like that area. It's a good example too of something. It stays fresh because as you go forward in the Sunken City, and see if you would agree with me, the fact that those different areas keep coming towards you kind of keeps things fresh without being, overbearing or too demanding. Ryan, if you're having a problem with the invite, we did have a problem yesterday, should be fixed, but if not, use the contact us button in the top right corner of the game to get in touch for any technical problems you may be having. We need a passive labby minigame when you reach the end of the corridor every night. Well, you do collect a little bit of lantern oil. You're certainly not punished for sitting in an intersection. You continue to capture mice, but I think it would sort of work against the nature of the area if there was any sort of incentive to sit in a intersection and just farm the intersection as long as you can. It would take away from the fun of how the rest of the area works as well. Michelle's asking, will there be an egg for Heart of the Meteor, and will it be this year? I don't believe so. No guarantees, but I don't think we're doing one this year, no. And perhaps that's a good segue to move to behind the scenes. We can start with the Harbour Adventure update or the Spring Egg Hunt. What do hunters want to start with? What are your thoughts on that? We'll see a very informal vote. Which should we start with? Harbour. Ryan gives a vote for Harbour. Anthony says egg. Harbour, Spring Egg Hunt. Oh, it's 50-50. Harbour, egg, Harbour, egg. For every Harbour, there's an egg. There's 2 eggs in a row. Harbour, 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 Harbour. Doesn't matter. We'll get to them both. All right, tell you what. We'll start with the Harbour because I had it first in my notes here, so it'll match the tavern summary that I'll post. See if I can find the Harbour. All right, so this is just a small update, kind of in line with, say, the windmill that came out quite a while ago, and every once in a while we like to return to the beginning of the game, kind of see how hunters are going through those first few areas and kind of make an attempt at making it a little bit more exciting, more fun for new hunters coming in, where it'll hold your attention or you won't get bored quite as quickly. And certainly this kind of plays into those areas that are purely loot-based versus unique mechanic. We have found as well, similar to the feedback we had in the chat, that the areas with unique mechanics are more fun. Hunters take more hunts per day there. Fewer hunters kind of quit or stop playing in those areas as well. So in that vein, the Harbour, we're adding just a little something for initiate hunters. You're going to be this will replace the current adventure where all you need to do is capture the granite mouse. So there'll be a few more steps to earn your calm clearing map piece. Be a little more adventuresome for initiate hunters. There'll be several troublesome pirate ships are going to arrive at the Harbour, and the crew has their sights on collecting maps, harassing hunters, and just being general scallywags. So hunters will have to track down a pirate at the Harbour to reveal the name of the ship it captains. That pirate captains that ship, as well as a crew manifest. You'll hunt down the entire crew that you found on the manifest to reveal and raid that for points, gold, cheese, and map scraps as well. Now that said, if you are a high-level hunter and you have long ago finished that existing Harbour adventure and you have your calm clearing map piece, you won't have to go and get the calm clearing map piece again, but you can go and experience this content and track down the new mice as well. You'll be able to find a pirate, start that adventure. Well, not literally the adventure, because the adventure will be marked off as complete for you, but you'll be able to track down the pirate, find their crew, and capture all these new mice as well. Just a booty, what a name, yeah. Pirates like their booty. No double meaning there, certainly nothing intentional. Any rank requirement for the Harbour adventure? Initiate, yes. So something tells me the vast majority of people watching the stream are probably meet the title requirement for this adventure. That said, if you're a high-level player and you've long since finished the Harbour, the adventure book, you'll still have the check mark. It'll say you've finished the adventure to discover the Harbour's secrets. You've discovered them. But if you want, you can go back and collect these mice, obviously. Are the mice in a new group? No, not for the time being. We might overhaul that eventually once we finish off maybe the mountain, maybe a little bit of Whisker Woods as well. But for now, they are in the aquatic order, the pirates. Is this like the Captain Croissant update? Yes, it is. Similar to, we've done the town of Narnia, the windmill, and now the Harbour. And what we find is by adding a little bit more interesting gameplay to the beginning areas, hunters who are first starting out find things a little bit more interesting. It's a little more fun. And they continue to play a little bit longer. So every once in a while we go back and we do a little sprint to overhaul some of these beginning areas. Whisker Woods update eventually, yeah. We're sort of starting at the beginning of the game and we work our way forward. And we're only at the Harbour so far, but we've been trying to sort of manage our resources a little better to work on more than one thing at once. And so far it's going reasonably well, where we've been able to work on a rift, the spring egg hunt, this pretty well all simultaneously, as well as Heart of the Meteor. And now the main question, when? Well, actually, I have a date up there, but I think actually that is out of date. I better take that down, because I think we're postponing this ever so slightly. There we go. Get rid of that. This was originally slotted for next week, but I think with everyone still really invested and interested in the Heart of the Meteor, that we're going to wait a little bit longer before we release the tweaks to the Harbour. That gives us a little bit of time as well to run through everything one more time and make any final adjustments. I think you should continue to have rank requirements for some areas, like Fort Rocks. It rewards people for progression. Maybe you can elaborate on that, Suzanne. We certainly don't have any intention for areas to no longer have title requirements, but this just happens to be a really low-level area because it's sort of part of the intro of the game. Rift, the Bristlewoods Rift, that will be coming out in the not-too-distant future. That's going to be a Grand Duke area, so it certainly has a high title requirement. Yes?
Hello.
Hello, Giorgio is here.
Visitation hours over.
Visitation hours or whatever.
All right. How are they treating you in here?
Slide in here. You want to sit in or that chair? Take your pick. This one's extremely broken. Look at this armrest.
Oh, that's the adjustable flight control. That's how you can change the elevation of your helicopter.
Yeah, that's your rocket launcher. Be careful with it.
Oh, no, shorts. All right. Hello. Oh, the delay is much faster. They said "Woo, Giorgio."
It's more or less instantaneous.
Seconds after you said Giorgio's here. That's nice.
Welcome to the internets.
Hello. Oh, this is the internet?
This is the internet.
Cool. Do you remember those like old shows where they'd like be introducing the internet for the first time, like in the 90s? They're like, oh, cool. And like the screens are always like projecting onto their faces. Like screens didn't do that. That'd be bad for your eyes.
Yeah, or like those books with just the weird like extra 3D graphics for no particular reason.
Yeah.
Like late.
Oh, like on the cover, you mean?
Like yeah, like programming with basics.
Oh, yeah, and they have like weird, like badly rendered cubes and cones.
Oh, poorly rendered?
No, they were bad. They were
they're
morally
evil?
bad. Yeah, they're evil. Hello, how are you? If you read that without the like it's all in one sentence, it sounds like a different. I was like, what are you listening
the
to?
master rendition of the impressive track. Yeah,
the master mix down. Yeah. So, what's going on here today?
Not much. Just we're going over the Harbour stuff that's coming in the not too distant future.
Sorry, I was reading text and then I didn't process the words.
Switch over to the eggs here if you want to check out the eggs.
Oh, yeah, I was meaning to mention to Lauren, I really like the croissants neat. Is that new this year?
Yep.
Yeah, it's cool.
Careful!
It's delicious. A croissant, like, that literally looks like what it would look like, but it's also an egg. Whoa!
Also an egg, but there's eggs in croissant.
But I love the three, you haven't shown the other ones, but the 3 Fort Rocks eggs.
Yeah.
With like,
well, there's 2 of them there, I think.
2? Oh, no, there's 2 other phasic
Yeah.
Phasix ones.
Okay, I don't think I've seen that one.
Oh, they're beautiful. Like there's day, night, and dawn, like the three main kind of ones.
Okay.
But I love it looks like it's like a snow globe live in that place.
It's like painting. It's definitely a painted egg. Is that a shelled or maybe it kind of looks like a turtle shell?
No, what? No, it's the Greek key. It's the Greek key egg. Yeah.
So we definitely got some feedback. Previous Feedback Fridays, we were getting egg suggestions. So we took some suggestions for eggs from hunters. This egg hunt the egg hunt's kind of the final event of event seasons where everything kind of comes to a close. We finished creating eggs for both new areas and old areas. So we had a lot of suggestions from hunters for doing old areas as well. And
some that were missing eggs, and some of the mice that maybe needed or wanted one. Yeah.
So you can guess, as Giorgio alluded, that croissant is probably Captain Croissant.
What? Lemon light for life. Nice in the comments.
Tiny egg? No, unfortunately, I don't think the tiny egg made the cut. That said, Lauren said she had some time today, so she was going to do a couple more eggs.
There's 25, though, that were on the docket.
Yeah.
And so some questions
13.
asking about, are there any Froma Rift eggs? I believe in that mix there may be some.
Yep.
It's a pretty encompassing set of eggs. So, yeah.
Yep. After asking for feedback, we ended up doing, obviously, eggs for all the new areas, like Fort Rock's Froma Rift. Definitely, I think, has eggs. Definitely, I think. No, I think
Definitely has eggs. Definitely, I think, really for sure, maybe has.
As well as older areas, like you can tell the windmill there. That's probably a shelter egg, so that's probably the ship. And that green egg, we'll leave that one a mystery, but definitely looks like the mouse that drops it. But that's as well an old area that will make an appearance.
Not bad.
During the spring egg hunt.
It's missing my mind units. I don't know what a dev egg. Yeah, how about a dev egg? Put us in the game, catch us, and then we drop eggs. I don't think humans lay eggs. I don't think mice lay eggs.
Not usually, no.
Not usually.
Not usually.
Unless you're a chicken hybrid or an ostrich or some kind of other foul human.
Yeah, foul.
Foul.
I'll suggest the tiny egg. We'll see. I think hunters wanted a shattering egg. So I think Lauren might be drawing a shattering egg today. But
how about
I'll keep campaigning for that tiny mouse egg.
I like it. How about an egg that only drops after you catch a really rare mouse a number of times? There's like a progress bar to get the egg. Like that shelter egg. I mean, whatever that egg is, maybe it's a shelter egg. You gotta catch a shelter 10 times to get it. Axolotl, yeah, we don't have an axolotl egg.
Yeah, we should.
It would look neat with like little tibbly chibbles, whatever those.
Axolotl.
Classic. It's a classic. That's over a year. It's almost 2 years now. That joke.
Yep.
Oh,
Kitty M's asking about Minotaur trap loot in the egg. I believe there's a chance to get Minotaur loot in the egg. It's kind of uncommon, however.
It's not as, let's say, strong as the pillowcase event because the process there was a little different. So the eggs are kind of like a snippet of what the mouse will drop, and more for the collection's sake as opposed to what's particularly inside of them. So, yeah, still a decently rewarding egg, but the goal is really like getting that excavator filled up and then gaining access to the egg master's guild.
All the charge stuff will be back. You'll be able to use charge charms and collect those in stockpile locations using Marshmallow Monterey.
Oh yeah, you got the magmatic golem has to be caught 10 times in a single run, and then the egg drops. If you exit the run and don't have 10 catches, it resets the counter.
Just impossible.
Yes.
Eclipse egg. I believe the Eclipse already has an egg. So.
Yeah, I think the Eclipse does. M400 has one, right? That's a pretty intense one.
I don't know if the M400 has an egg. I can't recall.
I think
there's a lot of them.
There's something in the library that does, and I think last year I was like, oh, I'll prepare this year, but then I forgot. I don't have enough points to even get the assignment required to get the egg that can be found.
That's just not happening for you. That's not happening.
Not in the time left. That's correct. Oh, a Larry egg, a Ronza egg, an egg. Oh, egg inside of an egg. Oh yeah, there's like an egg where when you get the egg and you open it, there's another egg that you might get, but if you don't get it, you got to catch that egg.
Disclaimer: again. This stuff doesn't exist that he's talking about.
No, I'm just reading the chat.
Okay, those are just maybe clarify because they're just out of context.
No,
you think that there's just insane eggs that are coming out.
Yeah, but it'd be neat if there's the egg, and the egg only comes inside of that egg. But if you open that egg and it's not in there, you got to get that initial egg again for a chance at the other egg.
Gotcha.
I gotcha.
I mean, once you get it once, your excavator, it's collected in there.
Wait, excavator?
Excavator,
I get it.
yeah.
A white mouse egg? Just a normal plain... Oh,
Yeah.
it is a plain egg, but it doesn't get dropped by the white mouse.
Yeah. Oh, why not?
We can have like brown, like red hens. I mean, mice. The brown eggs when you buy at the grocery store in real life that I'm talking about.
Yeah.
Can have a brown mouse drop the brown egg. And then a gray egg. Probably don't want to eat that, though. I think it's gone bad.
I don't want that.
Yeah.
Same with probably the majority. Well, I would say the green one with the yellow stuff shooting out, the yellow crystals. Don't make an omelet with that one.
Oh no, you can't. Hey, you can't make an omelet without an egg, without breaking eggs. That's how the saying goes. What's the What are those eggs that are really spotted? Are those duck eggs? They're like white with like blotchy black and brown spots all over it. Or goose eggs maybe. They look like they're bad. Like don't eat that, but no.
No, it's like a small quail egg.
Oh, there's those. Yeah, the small quail egg. But then there's like big eggs that can have spots too. Maybe
Ostrich maybe.
Ostrich. Well, that's pretty egg-citing.
Yeah, Brian's point of quail egg.
Quail egg. Yeah, there you go. Quail egg.
Franco had something for lunch that had a quail egg. I don't think he cared for it though.
Oh yeah,
where we were. I think it was a Japanese restaurant, maybe.
I had an egg, an oyster shot at that Japanese restaurant that closed down, and it was an oyster with a quail egg just cracked right in there, and then some other I think it was like some fish roe, and then like maybe some other ingredients. And me and Jake just
concoction.
took a little shot of that. It was interesting.
Yeah. Some hunters in the chat point out goose and turkey eggs are spotted apparently.
Okay, so it was a goose that I was thinking of. Yeah, there's a grocery store near me that has like just pallets of these goose eggs. Like, whoa, they're huge. They come like like a 6x6 like square of eggs, and they're huge eggs with spots all over them.
Good point too. Kit's pointing out Breagle eggs. They are birds, That just would make too much sense.
What?
If the bird breeds of mice were laying eggs, that's just too sensical. King stockade egg.
Oh, you have to get yourself during the event, get banned somehow, and then while in there,
be good for the community for sure.
One hunt allowed and max, and then you may not get the egg, and then you might be banned until the end of the event because we're gonna sort it out because everyone's getting banned.
Just swear words on the forums constantly. Just everything just turns extra super amazingly toxic. It sounds like a horrible idea.
Probably should encourage that. Yeah, it's a bad idea. Well, how about when we're gonna add like the Kinstockade to the map, you can go like just visiting there, like Monopoly style.
Yeah, I guess.
And, like just see like the names on the cells of all the banned users. Toxic spill eggs.
Well, spoiler alert, there is a toxic spill egg on the screen right now, but there are existing toxic spill eggs already.
So I think we will assume we'll have to, then there'll be one. I mean, not that we control when they happen. It's the spill just happens.
Which brings us to the trivia question, and Larry will have rewards. Quad. Question answer reward.
Question answer reward. What does this do?
Different layouts where you can just look at this if you want, or this.
Oh, for you as the viewer.
Yeah. So how many total spring hunt eggs are there currently? 48 is incorrect.
They just started guessing
way
numbers
too low.
When you said quad or
way too low. 118.
Ooh, 118.
Hold on, what is the answer?
Right there.
There's it is. There's
it is.
Yeah.
Oh, how come we didn't? We should have done a number of added eggs to get it to a nice round number this year.
Round numbers.
Whoa, 28.
There we go. Someone, I think Peter had the correct answer.
Joe O'Shea, that's not a number. Yeah. Oh wait, I think
was Peter first.
JJ.
JJ was first. 128
JJ, then
is
Bryce,
correct.
Then Money. 128.
Michelle is also correct. Everyone's correct now with 128.
Everyone is correct. Ding, ding. That's what they see. That's what we see.
Yes.
We see VC.
Answer's 128, and there's a reward link down below. I'm sure a good Samaritan will quickly paste that into the chat before I can even do such a thing. Or I guess it'd have to be a moderator to post a link. Well, I guess I can post it in the chat. I guess I can post it in the chat.
Dude, look how small I am all of a sudden.
So the reward link is also...
You high five me. No, you high five here, and I high five back here. Yeah! My hand's so small!
Yeah. So I pasted a reward link in the chat.
Type it out, get your reward. You keep clicking the You can't click the screen.
You can't.
We can. Can you annotate in a live YouTube video or only in a recorded one? That'd be neat.
Nothing at all.
Yeah, you'll have to type out the link.
That would be cool to go add an annotation so you can just click it though.
Yep. Just have it open in a window. Be sick. Sick. So now there'll be more eggs this year. There'll be a lot of eggs.
Yeah, there will be over 140, I think.
Wow, Sunbest and Metal. Thanks, Dave. Are they just trying to give the old heart attack?
They know the old...
every time we like, okay, make sure, 29,000 Sunbest and Metal, and save it to the wall. Let everyone click on that. Oops. Ding. I like how the chat's... Oh, cool. Hey, nice message. Everybody. Oh, nice. Wait, are we stretched right now?
I don't believe so.
Oh, okay.
I think I kept the aspect ratio the same.
Sick. Cool.
All right.
Well, that was it. The one quar you got? You have another quar?
That's it. One quar per stream.
Per squire.
Yep. Per squire.
Yeah, like you're the squire.
Yeah.
Oh no, it's an enigmatic gore.
Oh no. KDM's asking for Bristlewoods Rift. We're not gonna cover the Bristlewoods Rift this week, but perhaps in the next Feedback Friday. We've gone over it a couple times, but not too many new things to share.
Yeah, it's still pretty in the beginning stages. We've kind of taken it into our next wave of things though, so it's coming along. Yeah.
Shared some of the art on previous streams, but probably wait till the next stream before we show anything new.
The Larry poem, the summoning. They remember it.
Yeah.
Please, Deborah. Please now. Hey, Larry, what's cow? Oh yeah, I haven't given them the new secret code. I mean, not that I ever have. The camera's always been like we've always ended the stream.
Yeah,
I don't know how they're getting the secret answers every time.
How are they getting those secret answers?
Oh, jeez.
What will be the new Archduke area Ranger 629 asks?
Rangers.
A little too early to go into details, but it's coming up. We're hoping we can have that accomplished this year to have the first Archduke area. And I'm sure we'll have a plethora of feedback questions when we get to that point as well. Fan art mouse for game inclusion like the Hydra. Well, we certainly comb the ideas and suggestions for them. I know some Facebook groups as well. Every now and then some fan art crops up, and it serves as inspiration. There was a cool minecart trap quite a while ago, but hasn't quite made it. Yeah, hasn't quite made it into the game yet, but I know Jacob and pretty well everyone else wanted to do a trap inspired by that minecart.
Yeah, well, I think it's tied to something that's kind of like not yet the next thing, and that's why it's been on hold. Yeah.
New app icon? There's a couple. I think Android has a different app icon than the one in the corner there.
I think I can bring it up right here.
We put a little bit of work into it, but we're finding it didn't make too much of a difference. What the icon looked like.
Changed again. It's back to the original boy.
If you install, you might get a different icon. It's different every time.
Okay. So on the store itself, you're saying it's different?
Yeah, just for Google though.
It's like flatter.
They're all pretty well equal in terms of installs.
Search. Take a little mouse and glance. Oh yeah.
Draconian area. Timothy asks. That is on the docket as well. We're kind of brainstorming some ideas. I'll definitely ask for the ideas and suggestions for him to head to any sort of draconic areas. Yeah. But any ideas you have for draconic areas, hit up the ideas and suggestions for him. I've been combing through that for him on my lunch break now and then, looking for a little bit of inspiration.
This is one of my favorite mice. Don't talk to me. Get away from me.
Oh yeah, the Chrono Mouse. Ryan pointed out in the chat there the Chrono Mouse was a fan-made mouse as well. I think Jacob just kind of redrew it, but drew inspiration from that original piece of fan art.
Yes, yeah, that's right. It was a contest long ago, and then Jake really liked the concept and idea behind that mouse.
Yeah,
and then that became part of the game.
Yeah, and the Chrono Mouse is going to play, or the Rift version of the Chrono Mouse is going to play a little bit more of a pivotal role. Pivotal role? Critical role? Important role in the Bristlewoods Rift.
Yes, because of reasons.
When can we have Rift Sunken City? That will be a very, very long time. Ryan asks in the chat. Yeah, that'd be a neat little Rift.
Yeah, we're kind of trying to go through it, from beginning to end, so everything's going to have that same slower cycle as it catches up.
Yeah, and Jerry is asking about a draconic area as well. There's been a lot of interest in a draconic area that is in the that's in the plans, but nothing concrete quite yet.
Someone mentions that Georgia and Dave haven't aged in years. We're actually vampires. So that's not sunlight coming in through there. It's an artificial. We're actually deep underground right now.
Absolutely.
That's why you have trouble with the Wi-Fi all the time for like doing the broadcast.
Yeah, it's tough when you're in a vampire lair.
2,000 feet underground. Yeah.
It's really hard. It's really hard to get takeout food too. It's
when I take in because like it's gotta like come down the long elevator. Like no.
Well, I guess.
Well, all we do is order. We order the food and then just.
It's just blood.
Just
I guess,
eat the guy.
Too.
Well, the guy who delivers it or girl.
Just people are delivered and we just end them basically.
Yeah.
It's kind of it's getting dark.
Yeah. Well, I mean we're vampires.
Yeah, true.
You can't like say, oh, that's evil. It's like, well, yeah.
They just have a different set of morality.
Well, it's like they're not humans. I mean, we're not.
Now.
What?
I'm getting scared.
We're not vampires.
That we know of anyway.
That's my new face. Do you like it?
Is anyone close to reaching the very end of the Sunken City? Ryan asks. Again, it'll just keep going. That would be an Easter egg, though. There will be a new Sunken City egg this year, though, and those who are close to the end of it, if you will, they'll have a chance of finding it.
So if you're not, maybe get out there now.
Get those jet charms blasted.
Who prepare year long. Be like, all right, I'm going to get each egg, prepare each area all year long, and then go. Yeah. So, because there's a score, there will be another scoreboard for unique eggs found this year again. So there'll be a race to the top there in a way. So if someone can get all the eggs again this year, it's amazing, and please take a break afterwards.
Ranger asks, can we get an increased chance of meeting the leprechaun mouse? Every once in a while we do the King's giveaway, and the encounter rate is a little bit higher, but other than that, it is the amazingly most rare thing ever to exist.
Yep, I don't have one. Do you have one?
Nope.
I think I'm also missing the mobster and the high roll. I think I've only ever seen the treasure.
Yeah, I recently was able to get the high roller.
Yeah.
But no leprechaun. Mm-hmm. One day.
We need a Franco egg. You lose all your golden points upon smashing it open.
Seems reasonable.
Good idea. We'll add it in right now.
And Jackson, see, we're confusing people with nonsensicalness. Jackson, to clarify, there is no end to the Sunken City. It keeps going.
Well, I think
we were being facetious.
Well, I think they were asking in terms of what the other person who said, when is the end? There's an end, and then we answered it already. But yes, there is. It is an endless ocean.
Or maybe just start going in circles eventually.
I was going to ask actually, is it magically, or are you just? Is it like you're actually, if you look top down, you're just going in circles at the floor somewhere.
Your navigation skills are.
But then somehow all the zones are changed. Submarine sandwich. Sandwich. Do you say sandwich? Sandwich or say sandwich?
Sandwich.
Sandwich. So the M is in there, right?
You shouldn't have asked me. You should have say this word and see what I said, because now I'm thinking about.
And then they've shortened to like, hey, you want to get a Sammy? But like the M was never in there. It's like the pronunciation became the new nickname with the wrong spelling. Like a sandwich and then a Sammy.
Put a lot of thought into this.
Yes. Well, just now. I haven't been thinking about this all week or anything like that.
Fire is asking, can you guys make the Forbidden Grove closing happens a while after the event starts? It's a shame the first ripper of the event starts with the event.
What?
Don't know if I follow you. Maybe just the way the Forbidden Grove lines up. Certainly the egg hunt's going to be going on long enough that you'll have ample time to get the Realm Ripper. Ranger has an idea for a egg design competition. That would have been a neat idea. I don't know how many artists are out there in the mouse hunt realm, or how many mouse hunters are artists as well. It's always a little bit risky. You run an art competition and nobody's keen on drawing.
Oh, there'll be
get
plenty.
Like 2 entries or something.
Well, that's the thing. You know, the drawings are used to conceptualize the idea, and then our artists will like take that and go, oh, cool, and then they'll just paint it in the style that fits MouseHunt, obviously. So a doodle works because you're still talking about just the concept, and that's more than enough.
Sean wants to give these guys a Snickers. That sounds like a good idea.
Oh, we're not endorsed by Mars Company Lord Limited. Who owns them? Isn't like one Snickers. Chocolate company that owns all the chocolate bars? There's like two big ones.
Big candy. Yeah, Cadbury's huge.
But aren't they just owned by someone else, and then they own the other competitive ones?
I don't know.
It's Turtles all the way down.
It's Turtles.
Shelders all the way down.
Prize mouse egg. Ryan, we'll file that under the insane suggestion category, perhaps. For some reason, we were getting suggestions for eggs a couple weeks ago during the stream, and every single suggestion is pretty well impossibly hard. But we took a few of those.
Are not whatever it is. So I like those types of eggs better than just like my extreme egg, get this.
Yeah.
I don't know why I became Eastern European there for that. I mean, I'm kind of Eastern European.
All right. Well, on that note, our stream is struggling, so we should probably wrap
it's
things
green
up.
again.
We're back in the green.
Back in the green.
But somebody's probably downloading a giant file at the office here or
Yes.
something. Someone's crushing our bandwidth.
I do shampoo my beard, by the way. Someone asked in the chat.
You would
It's
have
hair.
to. You would have
You gotta
to.
keep it. You gotta
have
be
to.
tough with the scruff, you know.
All right. Well, while we're back and the stream is healthy, we'll say goodbye. Thank you for joining us this week, everybody. Happy hunting. Have a good weekend. If you're watching this recorded and it's not Friday, have a good tomorrow. Have a good today.
Have a good life.
Have a good goods.
You deserve it. You've worked hard.
Anything else you want to add?
Yes. Do you remember that one time when we were eating a pair of glasses and it was like, oh, this hurts. This glass is cutting my gums up. And you were like, dude, don't worry about it.
No, I don't. All right. Bye, everybody.
Bye. Dun, 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 dun.
Have you ever gave up hope, looking for a way to cope, all alone in a castle by yourself, knowing you were made to rule, looking like a royal fool, if you only had someone to help. We got to clean these rodents out. There ain't no way we're gonna let them run this place. I'll show them what this king's about. It won't be long before we get them on the run. Here's what I propose we do. I'm gonna count on you, give you all the cheese that you could ever want. If you wanna be your best, put your trap up to the test. Buy some super brie and watch the suckers come. Oh, yeah. We got to clean these rodents out. There ain't no way we're gonna let them run this place. I'll show them what this king's about. It won't be long before we get them on the run. We got to clean these rodents out. There ain't no way we're gonna let them run this place. Yeah, I'll show them what this king's about. It won't be long before we get them on the run. Have you ever gave up hope, looking for a way to cope, all alone in a castle by yourself?